Hello, dear students. Welcome back to a new channel. Let's go to the article of the day. Center constitutes 23rd Law Commission. Now, when we talk about Law Commission, what is Law Commission? So, for younger kids, basically, it's like a team of experts who help the government make sure that the laws in India are fair, clear, and up to date. So, just as teachers guide you to understand your lessons better, the Law Commission guides the government on legal matters. All right. So, main job of the Law Commission is to review existing laws and suggest changes or new laws that might be needed to address current issues in society. है ना, क्योंकि कुछ ऐसे लॉज होंगे विच आर नो लॉन्गर रिक्वायर्ड और उनको भी हटाना बहुत ज़रूरी है। टाइम के साथ अ, जो हमें चेंज है, उसको अडैप्ट करते रहना चाहिए। तो ऐसे ऐसे ही लॉज़ भी होते हैं। तो लॉज़ को भी टाइमली एडजस्ट करना पड़ता है करंट सिनेरियो के हिसाब से। अब जैसे कुछ हमारा कुछ ऐसे लॉज़ हैं जो 1875 के टाइम के बने हैं, बहुत पुराने 19th सेंचुरी के बने हुए हैं। उस टाइम पर साइबर सिक्योरिटी एक इश्यू नहीं था। अभी साइबर सिक्योरिटी एक इश्यू है। तो इसीलिए करंट सिनेरियो के साथ अपडेट रहने के लिए लॉ कमीशन को कॉन्स्टिट्यूट किया जाता है, ताकि जो एग्जिस्टिंग लॉज़ हैं, उसमें चेंजेस इंट्रोड्यूस किए जाएँ और जो करंट इश्यू है सोसाइटी के, उसको एड्रेस किया जाए। So basically, law commission is made up of legal experts, including judges and lawyers who have a lot of experience in law. And students, remember, law commission is not a constitutional body. It's not a constitutional body. Constitutional body का मतलब क्या होता है? ऐसी body जो constitution के द्वारा establish की गई। And so this law commission is not a constitutional body. This means that it is not mentioned directly in the Constitution of India. हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में भी डायरेक्टली मेंशन नहीं है। इंस्टेड इट इज क्रिएटेड बाय द गवर्नमेंट थ्रू एन ऑर्डर और notification. So law commission does not have a specific provision in the Indian constitution, and it is set up by the government, usually under the Ministry of Law and Justice. ठीक है, तो कौन कॉन्स्टिट्यूट करता है? गवर्नमेंट। गवर्नमेंट ही कॉन्स्टिट्यूट करती है। ओके। एंड commission, law commission typically consists of a chairperson who is often a retired judge of the Supreme Court or High Court, along with legal experts. And they can also be some academics or practicing lawyers. And when we talk about the duration, the term length, the law commission is usually constituted for a fixed term, generally for a period of 3 years. Okay, and after this period is over, a new commission can be formed with new members, right? तो बेसिकली ऐसा नहीं है कि परमानेंट बॉडी होती है और इसको हम जो गवर्नमेंट है यूजुअली 3 साल के लिए कॉन्स्टिट्यूट करती है। एंड लॉ कमीशन इज टास्क्ड with what we have already discussed. It is tasked with reviewing existing laws. जो भी existing laws है उसको review करने के लिए, and it also aim to suggest reforms or the introduction of new laws. So their recommendations help the government in lawmaking and ensuring that the legal system stays relevant to the current needs of society. जो current needs of society के उसके साथ वो रिलेवेंट बनी रहे, इसीलिए लॉ कमीशन को कॉन्स्टिट्यूट किया जाता है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ देयर इज अ नीड टू अपडेट लॉज ऑन डिजिटल प्राइवेसी बिकॉज ऑफ न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी, द लॉ कमीशन माइट बी asked to study the issue and provide suggestions to the government on how to address it. कैसे एड्रेस किया जाएगा, तो ये सारा कुछ लॉ कमीशन द्वारा किया जाता है। ऑलराइट स्टूडेंट्स, तो ये इस बार जो कौन सी लॉ कमीशन कॉन्स्टिट्यूट किया जाएगा सेंटर सेंटर के थ्रू वो 23rd लॉ कमीशन, ओके, 23rd लॉ कमीशन होगा फॉर अ पीरियड ऑफ 3 years, राइट। तो 3 साल के लिए ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूट किया जाएगा। एंड now let's go to the next article. We have more than 500 days of war. Sudan reels under humanitarian crisis. Students, Sudan, when we talk about Sudan, here you can see, देखो मैप में है, मैप में आप सुडान देख सकते हो। रेड सी के लेफ्ट साइड में है एरिटेरिया, इथियोपिया, साउथ सुडान, चाड, लिबिया, इजिप्ट, ये सारे इसके नेबरिंग कंट्रीज हैं। तो हो क्या रहा है, इशू क्या है बेसिकली, इट्स अ सिविल वॉर, इट्स अ ongoing violent conflict and it began in April 2023 2023 in Sudan, which is a country you can see in the northeastern Africa. And the war involves basically two main groups: Sudanese armed forces, ऑलराइट, सुडनीज आर्म फोर्सेस है एक तो, और दूसरे हैं रैपिड सपोर्ट फोर्सेस, आरएसएफ, एसएएफ है, और रैपिड, yes, Sudanese armed forces and rapid support forces. So these two factions are fighting, and both of these groups are fighting for the control of the government. जो कंट्रोल है गवर्नमेंट का किसके पास होना चाहिए, तो इसीलिए ये जो दो गुट बन गए हैं ये आपस में लड़ाई कर रहे हैं। एंड students, when we talk about Sudan in general, Sudan has faced political instability for many years, and there's with tensions between the military and civilian groups. In 2019, their long-time dictator was thrown. His name was Omar al-Bashir. So this led to a fragile power-sharing agreement between the military and civilian leaders. However, this peace was short-lived, and these two factions, Sudanese army forces and rapid support forces, they started fighting for the control of Sudan. And the fighting has led to significant loss of life, because the main issue which we are seeing here is, due to this ongoing conflict between these two forces, Sudan is currently facing one of the worst humanitarian crises in the world, right? And this war, which began last year in the month of April, it led to the displacement of near about 9.5 million people, with over 7 million people displaced within Sudan itself. And you can see the data over here that Sudan, because of this conflict, many people have also died. See, 15,000 people have died since the start of the war. And this violence has also resulted in widespread food insecurity. Yesterday, also, we learned about Namibia, that Namibia is also facing food insecurity issues. The same is with Sudan, and it left around 18 million people in urgent need of assistance, and millions on the brink of starvation. So humanitarian efforts, although are there, but it is severely underfunded, and aid workers usually face constant threats. So this makes it difficult to provide relief to those in desperate need. So that is what going on in Sudan, and you have to know that Sudan is currently, experiencing one of the worst humanitarian crises in the world, right? So that's it about today, students. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me on the comments below. Bye bye. Have a happy learning.